Hi, we're here with Terri Moreman, the Food Service Director for the U.S. Olympic Committee. Terri, your job sounds so fascinating. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about what you do?
I have the honor of working for the U.S. Olympic Committee as the Associate Director of Food and Nutrition Services. So my primary role is to oversee that function at our Olympic training centers, Olympic Games, Pan American Games, and World University Games.
Wow. And who are some of the athletes that you've had to feed in your tenure there?
Well, you know, the infamous Michael Phelps, who consumes somewhere around 12,000 calories a day. We have a judo athlete, Miles Porter, and he actually is playing a dual role in Olympic and Paralympic judo, and he's consuming 14,000 calories a day. Now that's a lot of groceries.
Wow, wow, wow. So how do you prepare for that kind of an event?
Well, our philosophy on feeding athletes is there are no forbidden foods. It's just a matter of planning for it. So whether you're a gymnast or a swimmer or a judo athlete, it's the same quality of food. It's just the quantities change. So as a gymnast, you might be consuming 2,400 calories a day, where a swimmer who's expelling more energy is going to need more calories to maintain that level.
And how did you get involved with the U.S. Olympic Committee? I mean, how did you actually get that job?
I was in the right place at the right time. I have been in the business for over 40 years. Prior to coming to the Olympic Committee, I was Director of Food Services for U.S. Treasury in Saudi Arabia. And my husband came to Colorado Springs. A headhunter came after him. I knocked on the Olympic door and got hired. It was a dream come true. I am living my Olympic dream.
Wow, so you went from Saudi Arabia to the heartland of America.
Right. Yes, amazing.
Wow. So now what are you doing now to prepare for the next Olympics?
Well, right now we just selected a team of chefs that are going to go and support our what do we have coming up? Pan American Games coming up in 2011 in Guadalajara. And then right now on my desk is an RFP for London. So London's the next Olympic Games in 2012, and in 2014 is Sochi, Russia.
Wow, so you really see the world.
Yes, I have had an opportunity to work 10 Olympic Games in my tenure working on number 11.
And do you have a favorite place that you've served people food of all the places you've traveled around the globe?
You know, they're all unique. I just love working with different cultures and different people groups. But I think Sydney was one of my favorites. Maybe it's because of the level of team that I had working around me, very high caliber entrepreneur chefs that helped me execute that service to all of the NOCs around the world and to our Olympic athletes.
And how does it work? I know that the Olympics, you know, you work with companies like McDonald's. How do you do that?
Well, I'll give you a classic example. In Vancouver, we're not actually serving the McDonald's products at our training centers. Obviously, that's a specialized item, and that McDonald's does it so well. We wouldn't want to do that and screw it up. So what we do with McDonald's is they give us in-kind product, and we take parts of that menu. It could be cheeses, it could be eggs, it could be their rolls, it could be their English muffins, and we incorporate that into the menu. Primarily, we do that at our Olympic Games at our high-performance training centers. So we literally take a training center, like from Colorado Springs, and drop it down in the country like we did in Beijing.
And do you have any idea what is the most popular food you've ever served at Olympic training camps?
You know, they love pasta. We're doing about 65,000 pounds of pasta a year, so a tremendous amount of pasta.
And all kinds. I mean, all kinds.
You know, no matter what, any shape, size. As an athlete, you know, the first thing they're going to want to do is grab that carb as part of their recovery and protein. And so we make sure that we have the right foods in the right places. So when they're finished training, we try to discourage an athlete from reaching for something that's high in saturated fat after a training session, because that's going to impede recovery. And so we want to give them lean sources of protein, antioxidant-rich foods, very colorful type of menu, and they can have at it.
And you said today that you think that that their studies show that dairy is the best recovery food.
Yeah, we're just getting some results back from one of our dietitians that teaches nutrition at UCCS and also works with our winter sports, and was told that dairies have a tremendous impact on recovery because the anti-inflammatory properties really help that athlete to recover and get back in the field to play.
So what are you most excited about in your future in terms of your career? I mean, what's coming up for you?
Well, we're getting ready to look at a potential rollout of a video series, or you'll be able to get on Team USA Network and see Olympic athletes in our kitchens preparing mom's favorite recipe.
Which sounds like a lot of fun.
So that's coming up. We're venturing out on putting a greenhouse, a composting system that we call an earth tub, and then an organic gardening, which will build community at our training centers and also build the relationship with the outside world coming in. Not that they're going to come in with a bushel or a bag to pick from the organic garden that the athletes are going to be maintaining, but that it'll build that sense of community and education for them.
And how many chefs, on average, would you take to an Olympic game?
Well, it all depends on the demand. In Vancouver, US Ski and Snowboard asked us to create a chef program. So we had 2 chefs in Whistler, one handling men's and women's alpines, and then we had 3 in West Vancouver. We had 2 snowboard chefs and a freestyle chefs. And from those houses, we got 21 of the 37 medals.
Fantastic. So you really pay attention not only to the food, but to the medal count.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, because that's important. And we know that good nutrition is going to make a difference. That's what makes a difference for Team USA, is fueling them for success with the proper nutrients in an athlete's diet. Now, we don't take care of the food when they get in the village. That's the IOC, but we take care of them all the way up till they step into the village. When they step outside that gates and they are at pre-competition training, we're there taking care of them, feeding them and everything else that they need to successfully execute a world-class performance.
And what is the best feedback you ever got from a world-class athlete, an American?
The best feedback. Thanks, Mom.
Well, thanks, Mom. We love this.
Believe it or not, you know, when they see me at the games, there's a sense that it's okay. Somebody's looked out for food safety. They know what I need. I have all the right food to reach for. I don't have to worry about you know, the whole safety and the handling of that product. But there's a presence. There's a sense that it's okay. Somebody else is taking care of it. And when they see us as staff at the games, they know everything's going to be all right. And all they have to do is focus on their sport and get to the finish line.